Okay, now imagine a video game, say MLB The Show or whatever your favorite baseball video game is of all time, and say you create your own player. You then choose the difficulty and make it as easy as possible. You then max your player out as far as the hitting stats go and make him as good as possible. Again, all on easy mode. As a result, your stats will be unrealistic. You're going to hit a ton of home runs, get walked a ton of times, virtually never strike out. It's going to be so easy and you'll just dominate on the field. Now, take that player and put him in a real life Major League Baseball. Who would you get? Aaron Judge is having an insanely good season here in 2022, but I feel like that's almost disrespectful to say because just saying that he's been insanely good doesn't even begin to describe how incredible he has been this year and almost undermines it. Aaron Judge has been the best position player in baseball this season, and it's not close. He leads baseball in 9 categories and the American League in 10, but this needs even more context. The MLB average OPS in 2022 is around 700. OPS is on base percentage and slugging percentage added together. Judge's slugging percentage alone is about as high as the league-wide OPS. He gets on base, walks more than anybody, hits home runs more than anybody. It's just beyond comprehensible what he's done. Judge was always a fantastic player ever since his rookie season, but he has turned it up to a whole new level at the perfect time as he's about to become a free agent and get the bag. Good for him. As good as he has been this year, as locked in and dangerous at the plate, would he be that hypothetical video game character? No, he wouldn't. So who would you get? Barry Bonds. That's how good he was. Now, I know I started off this video talking about Aaron Judge and how stupid he's been this year at the plate, but I don't think some people truly understand how stupid of seasons Barry Bonds had in the early 2000s. Now, yes, I know, the topic of Barry Bonds can be quite controversial, and I'm not here to disregard the steroids or the persona Bonds had while playing, but from a pure statistical standpoint, Barry Bonds is the greatest baseball player of all time, at least in recent history, and to argue against that would be factually wrong because the stats literally say so. However, baseball and its fans never have collectively treated Bonds as such because of the baggage that unfortunately comes with his name, the steroids among all the other drama that surrounded him throughout his career. This video is strictly on Bonds' numbers and nothing else. Bonds was always a fantastic player, but from 2001 to 2004, it's hard to comprehend how anyone could have been this good at baseball. I'm going to use Judge's 2022 season as a comparison to help you realize that as much as he has been otherworldly this season, it doesn't even come close to Barry Bonds' best seasons. It really puts Bonds' talent in perspective. In 2022, Aaron Judge has a .316 batting average. In 2003, Bonds hit .341. In 2022, Judge has a .419 on-base percentage. In 2003, Bonds had a .529 on-base percentage. In 2022, Judge has a .700 slugging percentage. In 2003, Bonds had a .749 slugging percentage. So Bonds' 2003 season is better than Judge's 2022 season in those three in almost every category. Oh yeah, and by the way, Barry Bonds' 2003 season was the worst he had from 2001 through 2004. Like, that was his down year. 2001 was when Bonds broke the home run record and made one of his own, connecting for 73. He got on base over 50% of the time, something he did every year from 01 to 04, had a slugging percentage of .863, and an OPS of 1,379. It was stupid. In 2002, Bonds had a little less power, and by a little less I mean his slugging percentage went from .863 in 01 to .799 in 02. The audacity. His on-base was .582, he hit .370 for a batting average, and 2002 was when opposing pitchers decided to be smart, intentionally walking Bonds 68 times. That's 21 more times than he struck out. 2003 was the down year, where Bonds hit to a 1,278 OPS, and then came 2004. Bonds must have been really upset with his regression in 2003 and vowed to be better. I mean, a 1,278 OPS, a .749 slugging percentage, a .529 on base percentage? Do better, man. Well, he did. 2004 will forever go down as a season that will probably never happen again. And the only reason I say probably is because I don't want to somehow get old takes exposed years from now if it miraculously did happen again. But the reality of someone even coming close, let alone being as productive at the plate as Bonds was in 2004, is so unrealistic. Barry Bonds was a literal overly powered video game character from 2001 through 2004, especially in 2004. He was a god amongst men. In 2004, Barry Bonds hit 27 doubles and 45 home runs, which isn't actually anything that special when you compare it to other seasons, but here's what made that season so much better than the rest: the fact that nobody wanted to pitch to him. Bonds would have had way more doubles and homers, but like I said, pitchers started to get smart and didn't pitch to him. In 2004, Bonds got intentionally walked 120 times while striking out 41 times. Think about that for a second. He got intentionally put on base about 3 times as often as he struck out. That's not supposed to happen. That's insane. He overall in the year had 232 walks. That's 191 more times he walked than struck out. Again, that's just not something that's supposed to happen. His slugging percentage was .812, his on-base percentage was .609, meaning he got on base more than 60% of the time he went up to the plate. That is the best on-base percentage for a single season of all time. And who is second? Barry Bonds, with the .582 on-base percentage he had in 2002. The overall numbers from 2001 through 2004 look like this. In 573 games played, Bonds hit .349 with a .559 on-base percentage, an .809 slugging percentage, walked 516 more times than he struck out, got intentionally walked 284 times, and hit 209 home runs. That 4-year run is something that will never happen again. I'd argue that no player will ever reach his worst year of those 4 seasons, let alone the best, or have that much productivity over that many games and seasons. It's just stupid. I'm not here to dismiss what Aaron Judge has done in 2022. Do not get it mistaken. He is most definitely a favorite for the MVP this year. What I'm doing is taking one of the greatest offensive seasons of all time, one that's very relevant like Judge's 2022 season, and comparing it to what Barry Bonds was able to do in the early 2000s to truly show how unlikely it is that anyone will ever be that good ever again. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.